Hey guys, how you going?
Hi.
Hi, how you going?
Hey, we're good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay, our teammate is running right now. She'll share her screen and then we'll show you our project so far.
Sure.
Hi. Echo.
Hi.
Oh yeah. I'll just lower the volume. She's moving to a quieter spot so it's easier to talk.
Yeah, sure. Whereabouts are you guys from?
We are currently at university. We're at UCID. Yeah.
You said nice.
Yeah, well, we're international students, and then our teammate. Yeah, I'm from Sydney. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She's from
Nice.
Sydney, and I'm from Pakistan, and she's from India. Yeah.
Cool.
What about you?
Near Melbourne, but yeah, half Filipino, half Australian. So I sort
Oh,
of
cool.
travel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, she's back. Nice.
Hey.
I think he could see. Hi. Yeah.
Just getting things set up. So we were thinking that I can just like share my screen and show you what we have so far, and like you can
Yeah.
just give us feedback. And then you know what you were saying about the Google Maps API. So we had a
Yeah.
few concerns about that because obviously it was, it was costly. So we were thinking that maybe we can have like a database. So instead of fetching from Google Maps every time, we can just use a cache database and then calculate the distance by ourselves. Is that something we should implement now or maybe a bit later?
Yeah, so you should have a free tier with Google. So it should process a certain amount of API calls for maybe 100,000 API calls, whatever it is. And then you just have to gauge based on when you run that locally, you shouldn't have many calls, much traffic. It's just yourself. And then you're just recording your own YouTube video for the submission. And yeah, that should get you out of trouble to start with. Towards the end, if you get a good place in the hackathon, there's like free hosting to host your app. And then once that's happening and you start getting a lot more traffic, that's when we can sort of figure out if we need to upgrade it or not. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
worry too much. Just get your MVP out the door, as in minimum viable product. So get it built, and then yeah, I mean, there's a lot of calculations if you're calculating distance. So, and there's other solutions as well you can investigate, but it might be hard to set up, like open maps. Yeah, just use whatever you find works for the MVP, and then go from there. And we can fix any scaling issue.
Do we want to
Yeah.
share screen and show what we have so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah, we can. Yep. Yep. So we've got everything running up here. So basically what we've done is that we have a matcha matcher. So like basically a user will go and use the website to find matcha near them. Matcha because we have a little backstory with it, and we noticed that there's a bit of a hype going around right now. So we thought we might jump on that trend and implement something something that we would use ourselves. So you can go and you can view all the matcha spots near you. So this is just fetching from the Google Maps API right now. Once this loads, you get top rated matcha places that will come up, and we've got our Ask AI guide. So we basically used your sentiment analyzer from one of the templates. If I want a peaceful place to study near Redfern, I can just specify that and it will just give me like recommendations based on a bunch of preferences that we've set. So for example, your distance, whether you're in a stressed mood or social mood. Yeah, just based on what we're fetching from the Google Maps API. So we noticed that there's a bit of a discrepancy because we don't have enough data from the users. So for example, Google Maps, it won't necessarily tell us the exact price of the matcha. Sometimes it will just be like relative. And we've noticed that there's not enough data to go off on. for our users to give them a personalized recommendation. So we're gonna implement a database with just like use past marketplaces. It could be like just what they prefer. Do they prefer quiet places or do they prefer more louder places? So just like something that it can, based off on that and the previous visits, it can keep recommending new spots or maybe the similar spots again. And that's why we also
Cool.
wanted to have a social aspect to it as well. So maybe like we've got a little calendar thing that we've implemented, so a calendar streak. So based on like if you got matcha that day, it shows up on your streak, and then like you can see other people, like your friends, what they got that day, and you know what they were drinking, kind of like a burial aspect. Like you can just like take a picture, show your friends what you're drinking, or what, you know, just see what places they're visiting. So yeah, once that, let me just take you back to the actual.
Wow, it looks really good. I like the design and I like the concept. So really, really cool.
Oh yeah, we're really glad to hear that. We were a bit worried that it might be a bit too niche, but yeah.
And niche is good. Like it's best to start on a niche than try and boil the ocean or solve you know, every drink for every person in the world. You're like really narrowed down, so it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny when you actually need to like showcase it, it stops working.
Yeah, demos never work. That's
I did 5 minutes ago and it was working fine.
Yeah. We were just like, oh my God, it would be so embarrassing if it wasn't working. And we were just checking if it was working, and it was just working. But of course, when we have to show it.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys all computer science students?
Yeah, we're all
Nice.
studying computer science.
That's good.
We thought it's like a pretty unique hackathon vibe coding. It's like, so just
Yeah,
jump
I'm surprised it's like 2.5 years later and people still haven't been vibe coding for 2 years. So
Yeah. Maybe
because anyone can
social.
basically pick it up, you know.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we will figure this out once it does load.
Are you saving your work on GitHub or Git?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
committing.
Yeah.
It worked on my friend's laptop. Can I send her the meeting link and she'll join on her laptop? And we can show you there.
Is it
Yeah.
working on your laptop?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. Yep. I'll stop sharing them.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. We can show you with the mock data. Yeah, like what it's
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to look
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, sure. We can go through the concept and make sure that obviously there's a bug or something, but when you're asking AI, make sure you're very specific, like don't change too much, just fix this one bug. Google Maps is not loading because and this is the other reason you should save your work on GitHub.
Yeah.
Do little commits just to save your work, because AI might blow away something and then you have to redo it. So yeah, just do small little changes and save your work. But yeah, if you want to show the mock data, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a bit weird because like when I was asking the AI, it was coming up with the spots and it's fetched from the same place. So I think it's just the issue with that one.
Okay, and then have you done like YouTube video recording or a social media post or something like that?
A social media post? Yeah, we've got all that planned. We're gonna make like a for the submission video, a YouTube video, and just once we get everything running and just get it as perfect as possible to showcase the features. Yeah.
And then how are you guys going with time? There's like a couple of days left.
Yeah, I
You
think
probably
we're
saw
going
my
pretty
latest video that we can do extensions as well
Yeah.
if you need
Yeah,
to.
we were hoping for an extension.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we're going pretty good for time. I think we can manage. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't stress and don't, you know, deprioritize your learning at university. So, yeah, we're always keen to
Yeah. Just
make
let
sure
all
you're
those
passing.
assignments pile up.
This is what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, and like these are the top rate of agency area. And then you can go here and it should load all of that close by. And then I'm pretty sure we have a preferences like form, right? When you log in. So like you can sign in and then yeah, I think I've already signed in, but after you like sign up, I can try this out.
And is there a database running or no database at the moment?
We were gonna do a database.
Yeah, we don't have one running.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need one for the actual submission,
Okay.
but what the main priority is to demonstrate the AI use case, which I think you've already done. Yeah.
So you like a form, and then that's what the AI bases your preferences off of, right?
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
and then there's the calendar part that you already saw.
Yeah.
So that's what we have.
Can we get your feedback?
Yeah, that's what we were hoping for.
We were kind of worried about the AI implementation. We don't think it's enough. I don't know, but we obviously
Yeah,
want
so it's got a llama running in the background.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. So that's the main thing, get a llama running, and then basically you're just passing data like you mentioned just then. The user profile data would be going to the AI, and then it's recommending matcha tea places around the area for them based on their preferences. So yeah, that's a perfect use case. I think you're mentioning that it would load a picture and a map, so that's something easy to fix, which will make it the UI or user experience better. And then scrolling down, what does it say below this screen? And I do like that you've got some social sharing. So that's good. And then scroll down. So it's got the description from Google. Is that right?
Yeah, and it also takes you to the link. Like once you press on it, it will take you to.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's good. So it is showing real locations nearby, 2 kilometers, half a kilometer. So the bottom section, what does the user do here? So it's just explaining information.
Oh yeah, this is just for like the demo purposes, like so you guys can know like what exactly we did and how we implemented the AI.
We
Yeah,
were
perfect.
we were thinking of having a feature where like people could like post their drinks or like connect with their friends and stuff. Would that be a good idea?
It will make it a lot more complex, but yeah, so when you do have social people connecting, then basically you need a database, a user authentication system. But yeah, for the actual hackathon, depending if you have enough time. So if it is finishing in 2 days, if you join our Discord and just mention that you want a hackathon extension, there is potential because there is a few people that are also under the crunch to get a product working and then deliver it by the end, which is fine. And we're also keen to get more Australian participants as well. If you just let us know, we can try and get this extended. And yeah, really keen to see what else you can add. So when you say these are demo like boxes at the bottom, so it will have a little chat bot on the left where you can like ask it a question about the cafe, and it's already pulled some data, and it can describe the cafe. It can summarize the reviews for the cafe. Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah.
And then sentiment, is that like sentiment of the reviews that people leave?
No, like it's sentiment from the chat, like how they're feeling,
Oh, yeah.
what kind of mood they're in. So based on that, we'll recommend something maybe louder, more cozier, something with friends.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so it's the actual chat that they're having with the chat guide, and then it figures out the sentiment and recommends things. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
I did do a video like a few days ago. it was called basically speed code or speed vibe code.
Oh.
So it actually has a chat bot that pops up in the corner and the person can chat to it about what's happening on the current page. So maybe that's some sort of
yeah.
example code you can use.
Yeah, we'll
as
check
well.
that out. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And then so you're on the cafe page. What other pages are there? There was the home page and then the cafe page and then the user profile page.
Yeah, and then we have a calendar page as well. So you can take a picture and show your friends like what you're drinking and you can see what they're drinking. Like a kind of an initial social like aspect to it. And then maybe we were thinking to extend it further with like friending other people as well. But that's just, we just want to get this working right now. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
we will
awesome. Yeah.
calendar and the picture thing.
Hey, Vance. Nice. Yeah, good project.
Yeah, no, I'm just here to support them. I'm not part of it. But yeah, they joined because of me. Letting you all.
Nice.
See you, John. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this has been really helpful because we were a bit worried that we're not doing enough, but I feel like
No, I
yeah.
think that's perfect. If you just get everything polished. So basically, the AI features is what you focus on. You know, I think you've pretty much got like say 3 AI features. Just focus on 3.
Mhm.
Be careful of scope creep. So you might be focused on 3 things here, and then you just start, you know, really, you know, let's
Yeah.
consider all coffee shops in Sydney, and it just gets out of control really quickly. So just
Yeah.
really narrow it down and stay focused like you have. So you got the social street calendar. I'm
Mhm.
guessing that people can see that because it is social. People can see other people's profile, and then that's just a great way to boost engagement, and people can explore. Essentially, is there a spot where you can leave a review for the cafe?
Yeah, so we were
Yeah,
actually thinking of
yeah.
implementing that because we don't have enough data from Google Maps. So we're going to implement our own database and make personalized suggestions based off that.
Yeah, I think that's a good connection between the user profiles and the Matcha coffee shops or tea shops. So yeah, that review is what links them two together. So when you're building that database, you'd have a user table, a tea shop table, and then some user review table, and then yeah, that's basically what you would need to roll that out. Database does get a bit tricky though. So, but if you're deploying this as a website, you would need a database. If you're just deploying it as an MVP for the hackathon, you can get away with just a spreadsheet or CSV file. And you just have basically like mock data. Your friends around the area in the class would just add some reviews on your laptop, for example, and you could just have like 10 or 20 people, maybe 10 profiles or something. I don't know, like 20 or 30 cafes, and then people leaving reviews for the different ones. So it's really, you really can get all that data done without adding huge complexity. And then you just focus on the 3 AI features rather than focusing on user authentication and getting the perfect database. And
Yeah.
you know, a lot of this stuff you're not trying to prove that in the hackathon. There is places like Google Maps that has all the cafes mapped out, so you're not trying to revalidate or prove that concept. You're really just trying to prove the AI concepts to yeah I really like the idea of chatting to the cafe through an AI chatbot to get information, and then it scans the sentiment and recommends a coffee based on their mood, or a different drink based on their mood. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I think we're on track right now, and the database really does clear up things for us because if we can just use an Excel sheet or just for like an
Yeah.
MVP, it would definitely help us out.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think you keep it simple, keep it MVP, but focus on those AI features, and it'll do excellent. And then obviously you polish it up, and then do a little presentation where you just talk through it on YouTube, and then post that as a video. The other thing is to share it. So share it on your different social media platforms, and we'll do our best to reshare that. Also, this is by itself a great portfolio item that you can post a video on, and then put that into your CV, saying you've got AI experience, cursor experience, things like that. And by having it retweeted by us, reposted on LinkedIn, and reposted by the hackathon, that's a great way you can pin that on your LinkedIn profile. So it's a good experience. We also give certificates at the end of the hackathon, so you do get a certificate from the hackathon as well. But I think, yeah, this is a really great project, and right up there with the top submissions. So I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, we're really happy to hear that. Yeah, I think this was good talk. Thank you, John.
Yeah, and then jump on the Discord and just say you need an extension, and we can see what we can do with extending the deadline. Again, we're trying to get more builders experiencing AI and building things in the hackathon for Australia. So, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, will do. Thank you, John. Thank you.
One
right.
last, how can we match the criteria better? Is there anything we can do to improve it and match the judging criteria better?
Yeah, so the judging criteria, I'll just quickly load that up. So let me share screen. Just quickly, I don't know if you've seen all the videos, because obviously some of them are a bit long. So this is if you go to hacknode.openxai.org, I'll just drop it in the chat. So basically, this is the latest dashboard. You can see it's got the top links. So the builders Discord I keep talking about, just ask for the extension there. All the video guides. So just quickly, this is the speed vibe code, which has got a mobile app, and it's got the chatbot at the end. So that's something you can copy the code for. Then if you go back here, it's got how many people have submitted in Australia. So there's only 9 projects. I know there's about 3 more coming in the next couple of days. But yeah, we're still trying to push that number up. India, for example, has got over 100 projects submitted for their Hacknode or hackathon. But don't worry about that. There is separate prizes for each country, so you're not competing there. Then there's also global, which again is something that's running for the rest of the world that are not these 3 countries. But yeah, when you click that, it opens up to the Bloxy Block Hackathon, and then you scroll down to the judging criteria that you mentioned. So this is the criteria. So basically, is it unique and innovative? I would say so, because it's specific to a niche that isn't really. I haven't seen any matching apps before, so it's a cool niche. It's obviously healthy and all that, so it's got it's in a nice industry. Tech quality, you've already got that up and running, so it looks really great in terms of design. Just polishing the Google Maps, adding the reviews so it links between users and coffee shops or matcha shops, and then just making sure the bug. So just be very specific. Say the map isn't loading, it should be loading. Add some error checking or things like that to figure out what's going on with Google Maps there. It should be working. You shouldn't have hit the free tier limit yet. So it should run for a month or 2 with the free tier. User experience, like I mentioned, it looks really great. Just add the little review system with the comments, and I think that's, you've already got the user experience well across that. The user adoption is something you can do on socials. So you could just create a Google form and then ask the people on campus, students on campus, if they'd use this app. And then they just go to a Google form and submit an expression of interest. So that's something that you can show the judges saying, yep, I've got 100 people interested in this, and here's their list of like an email or user sign up where it's expression of interest. So you don't need to roll out and deploy this as a website. You don't need to have the user authentication system or social network running for real. You can just have MVP, and then you just have a Google form over on the side giving expression of interest. And maybe what you can do is just put the little YouTube demo video on the Google form so people know what they're expressing interest in, instead of like looking at the video on social and then signing up somewhere else. You just make that look good. And yeah, if you can get like 100 users, that's excellent. It means that there's a lot of people keen to use it. Impact is more about, yeah, there's a market, real world market that you're addressing. So you're validating the market, but it's also, it could be environmental, it could be social impact. So if there's, it's matcha, so it's matcha tea, so it is healthy. So, spin that, there's a lot of positive stories you can get out of that. So that would address that one. And then decentralized vision, we'll help you with this. So basically when you submit your MVP, at the end when we help host it, we can integrate all the wallet, base wallet and integration. So people can actually, sign up for your service, pay $1 a month. You can work out different business models, and then actually run it and deploy it on a website. You can have a little shortcut on the mobile phone, so it looks like a real app, but it's actually just linking to the mobile website. So yeah, we can help build that. And decentralized vision just means, you're hosting that on decentralized servers and then using a Web3 wallet. So that sort of ticks the box there. Other parts of it could be, you could tell the story of the Matcha Cafe. Maybe they're struggling to get more business. So you can have like positive review systems to start with, but maybe you have a little slide deck with just maybe a few slides saying some future ideas of how you can onboard more cafes in the area, and you're sort of helping them. They might, instead of paying like $100 of marketing for some other directory, you can offer something that's more decentralized. They might pay you like $1 to be a featured matcha cafe on your app, for example. So, there's, and you can really do a different business model where they just give you $1 a month instead of paying like $50 or $100 a month, like traditional Web2 companies. So, yeah, you can really, use that as a Web3 sort of vision. And you don't have to build that out now. You can just put that in a little 5-page Google slide deck, just talking about your project. You can also present that slide deck in the YouTube video along with the demo at the end of the app. So it's, it flows in nicely there. So yeah, you can really address all of these. I think you've pretty much covered most of the judging criteria, but yeah, obviously like in any assignment, you just sort of tick it off and yeah, have a great submission there.
Yeah. Yep. That's pretty comprehensive.
Starting with a question.
Yeah. So you talked about the Google Forms, like to see like interest and stuff. How do we submit that? Do we like show it in the pitch video, or like do we submit a link to it? Or?
Yeah, you can either put it in the video, or basically you can have a link to a Google Drive. So if there's a Google Drive share, you can sort of just drop a spreadsheet. So every Google form links up to a Google Sheet, which is like a spreadsheet, and you just copy paste that, put it in a Google Drive. We don't need to see the live one, but just some evidence that you've had like 100 submissions, and then yeah, that'll be all you need. You can present that in a video, just showing the 100 submissions as well. But yeah, really, it's just showing the expressions of interest and some sort of evidence of it. But we're not going to dive into is this going through the user list of people interested in it. So as long as we can see that there is a submission form, it's been submitted 100 times. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's something you can do in parallel, which is kind of a good point. Like by the time you record the YouTube video, you might not have got 100 like Google form submissions. So you can go create that now and just ask people around to vouch for your app project, show some interest. And you can also do simple things like post it on your social media. It could be your personal account that has followers, or maybe a new account that doesn't have followers. But either way, you need to sort of get likes and people commenting and sharing, obviously. So that's another way you can demonstrate interest in your app. Yeah, the sooner you get that out there, we can help boost that and reshare that. So that's something else we can do. Just hit us up in the Discord. The link's here on this page, or the Builders Discord, which is on the Hackathon dashboard, and just ask for an extension. We can get that as well. I know that you got like 1 day, 18 hours left, but yeah, happy to get an extension out.
Yep.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
this
you.
session.
Yeah,
with
thank
us.
you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, great project. Looking forward to seeing the final product, and yeah, really love the idea, and keen to see it out in the real world, and we can launch it as a proper app with some monetization, and I think it will do well.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Thank you,
so
John.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good
Cheers.
day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.